Please get ready for a dictation of passage on conservation of trees. 5 seconds. Start. He who plants a tree performs an act for which future generations will thank him. We see about us thousands of beautiful trees with their magnificent foliage, but we seldom pause to think of the barrenness that would result if they were all swept away. I think life would be well nigh unendurable without them. Of all growing things aside from food, trees are man's greatest friends. Much of the world's business is dependent on the growth of trees, and there has been ruthless slaughter of these servants of man during the last half century. To such an extent has this been carried that thinking men and women have grown alarmed at the speed with which the supply is being depleted, and they have set in motion plans and laws for the conservation of the forests now standing and for the reforesting of cut over tracts. It is necessary that we continue to have forests with which to carry on the business of the world. But it takes 50 years to bring most trees to the stage where they have a commercial value. Therefore, to cut and destroy without replacement for the benefit of future generations is a crime which should not be permitted. Most of us are familiar with that beautiful story of the 1,000-year pine, told so graphically by E.A. Mills, in which the author reads the history of a nation in the record that time had left in the cross-section of a venerable tree. The rings of the tree showed its age to be over 1,000 years. It had lifted its proud head more than 100 feet above the earth. Fires had scorched it. Bullet and arrow had pierced it. It had endured years of drought so severe that lesser vegetation must have perished, and there had been years of luxuriant growth. Lightning had struck but did not destroy. Storms had bent but could not break, and the great tree lived on through the hunting days of the men, through winter snows and summer suns to the present time. It had seen the nation develop from a wilderness to the glorious country it is today. Only primeval lands can produce such a tree, and its kind can never be replaced. A tree is more than an inanimate thing. It is a lifetime friend of man. Few of us but carry through life the memory of some particular tree. It may be a drooping willow, a stalwart oak, a graceful maple, or a stately elm. Its memory will ever be the memory of a friend. Poets for countless ages have sung of trees. One of the most beautiful tributes is the poem by Joyce Kilmer. Stop.